action for climate and health. Let's empower the Caribbean.
Living with the reality of climate change has become the new normal in many parts of the Caribbean.
Climate change is something that is happening, and it is real, and it is felt at the community level, and they are part of the community and they feeling it, they live it as well.
So the fellowship that Dr. James worked on focused on the young people who live in perhaps a vulnerable community and educate them on the dangers of climate change. So young people are the ideal target to work with to understand what are the effects of climate change and how they can work with us in reversing the damages that has occurred.
The PAHO project on climate change and health was very effective. And I believe that projects like that do have an important role to play in advancing the climate change and health agenda. They had the opportunity to go out in the field and capture pictures and put projects together. I think that this really made them get a reality check and understand that as simple as it is, we all have a part to play.
The government cannot help us with every single thing that we ask for. So what we basically can do is reach out to our brothers, our neighbors, and say, you know what, today we're going to clean up the gutters. We don't have to wait on the solid waste management to come and take out garbage in our community. We can always come and put a helping hand.
These new conditions have resulted in increased concerns over the health of affected groups.
One of the main things we wanted to focus on, I wanted to focus on this project, is to have them use technology to tell a story.
Climate change and health the impacts can be seen in every single community on island. So if you remember very clearly, as a young child, we would have buses and rivers going to, and we could go on Lime on a Sunday or Saturday. Climate change impacts everyone. It's just how you discuss it so that people kind of relate to what you're saying.
We had to go around different communities and take photographs of places where it is evident that there's an effect of climate change, and you could see like a lot of algae cover in the rivers and the level of the water decreasing and a lot of pollution as well. I had a picture of La Roseau River which showed eutrophication and sand mining. That one stood out for me the most.
The project itself was extremely interesting in the way that it looked at youth and youth involvement in addressing climate change at the community level. That was something that I hadn't seen very often.
With climate change impacting on the region, we're going to have heat waves, we're going to have droughts, increased hurricanes and stronger hurricanes. These are going to impact on the environment, food security. These same vulnerable people, our young people as well, that so use the environment to survive, they will be impacted on.
A good example is on vector control. Because of the hot periods, we now see we are having shorter life cycle. So ordinarily the life cycle of a mosquito would be 7 days, but because of the hotter periods, it's 3 days.
As a participant, I focused on the solutions because most times we tend to look at the various problems. With the pictures that were presented, instead of just focusing on the various issues, which we have a lot of, I decided to come up with various solutions that will assist in helping solve some of those problems.
Young people, they have a voice, and we need to give them that voice to make that change that we need to happen in society.
What kind of skill sets do we need to address? I mean, we're talking about health. So diseases and disease prevalences and increase in new diseases because people are moving within this small global world.
I've realized that it's more serious than a lot of people realize, especially for people that directly work outside. And pregnant women, I didn't really know about how much it could affect pregnant women. As a woman myself, as a young lady, I find that important.
Okay, I keep saying this, we underestimate our youth. We don't give them enough credit. I think if we give them the tools that they need to be these sorts of change agents, especially in crisis like what we have right now, climate change, they would come up with the most innovative solutions.